So, the Apple Watch. This should be fun. First of all, I'd like to set out by letting you know that this is all my opinion, and strictly my opinion. I haven't enjoyed using the Apple Watch in the slightest. In fact, I think it's one of Apple's least fluidly functional products yet, and I just don't think it's at the standard that they should have released it at. With that said, this isn't going to be a full feature breakdown. There are plenty of those on the internet. I'm going to explain why I hate the Apple Watch. But let's start off with some positives. This is an Apple product, and I don't think I've ever used an Apple product which isn't built to the top quality, and doesn't feel absolutely fantastic to use. I wear watches day in and day out, and the Apple Watch feels just as top quality as some of my more expensive timepieces, albeit a little bit thicker. Even the rubber strap of the Sport Apple Watch feels better than I would have expected. It's not as nice as high quality leather, but it certainly does the job well. Plus, the black on black of the space grey aluminium with the black sport strap gives a very subtle Men in Black style aesthetic, which I actually really like. Now, unfortunately, straight onto the bad. So first of all, let's talk about the UI, because it's really awful. There's no way I could use this user interface day in and day out, as it's just too inconsistent. The home screen might look nice, but it's really difficult to select which app you actually want to use, and when you're walking around, it's nearly impossible. It's like the UI was built for children, because the app icons, as you can see, are absolutely tiny. So then this leads on to the fact that the bad UI isn't complemented by the poor speed that the Apple Watch performs at. The watch is reliant to having an iPhone nearby and a Bluetooth connection between the two. This means that mostly anything clever happens on the phone and is sent to the watch. This means there's a lot, and I mean a lot, of loading bars and progress screens and just laggy performance in general. This often means it's almost quicker for me to take out my phone compared to do anything solely on the watch, which of course defeats the point of having a smartwatch on your wrist in the first place. Taking a look at maps, probably one of the most potentially useful applications to have on your wrist and navigate where you're going. It's just a painfully stagnant experience that makes you want to pull out your phone and take control, as opposed to using a partially functional add-on. Now onto one of the main reasons why I feel like I'm not the perfect target or the perfect customer for the Apple Watch. This watch is excellent for people who are out of shape or want to lead a more healthy lifestyle. Every 45-50 minutes or so sitting down, the watch will buzz on your wrist and ping you, prompting you to stand up. For me, I just don't really want that annoyance. Of course, you can turn this sort of functionality off, but it's one of the biggest selling points for the Apple Watch. I live a fairly healthy, active lifestyle. I work out 4 to 5 times a week, do a good amount of exercise. I don't want to be told to do even more than I'm actually doing, because I do a fairly good job on my own. That said, this is definitely a more personal preference, because for someone else this could be one of their main reasons for wanting an Apple Watch in the first place. So I guess we get to the crux of the issue here. At the moment, I don't feel like the Apple Watch is the perfect partner for your iPhone. I feel like it's trying to be a replacement for your iPhone, but it's doing a very subpar job. The bottom line is that the Apple Watch needs to be an experience that is simpler and quicker than getting my phone out of my pocket. At the moment, it's just not. It's laboured and it's clunky. Most of the time it's quicker for me to get my phone out of my pocket than use the Apple Watch in the first place. Or my phone is on my desk, I'm receiving duplicate notifications whilst I'm looking at my phone and looking at my computer. For this reason, I'd say wait to the version 2 of Apple's first wearable, because I'm sure it'll be a whole lot more impressive than the one they've just released.